My name's Kirk Disla, cosplayer, father of two, and co-owner of soon-to-becoming Escape Room.
Hi, I'm James Hannon, author of Anatomy of a Cosplayer, Tales from Behind the Mask, and welcome to another episode of Cosplayer Hotspot. Today we got Kirk Disla, who's appearing as Mirror Master today, and we're going to be talking to him about his experiences in cosplay.
Hopefully you don't get trapped in one of my mirrors. Well, I got into cosplay because I was trying to actually fix my marriage, spice it up, do something new, but that kind of didn't work out. But I still very much enjoy doing it, as you can tell. My first cosplay experience was when I got my Flash costume, and I was super excited, and I was taking all these like semi pictures and doing things like posting on Facebook like soon to come, like, you know, not giving away exactly what it was. And then when I finally did it, I was at Merchant Square in Allentown. That's when I first cosplayed as the Flash. My son was Kid Flash, and it was definitely such an experience because I was the only Flash in the building, and that made me so hyped because everybody was super excited to see the Flash. Kids, adults, like, I was getting pulled for pictures left and right, and at that moment is when I knew I wanted to be a cosplayer because I felt that little bit of celebrity status. Well, I have a lot of quite a few that I can't really go into detail on, but I can give you like my top five. My number one favorite costume to wear actually is Wild Dog from Arrow. It's the most comfortable costume I have. I can actually hold a wallet and a cell phone, which is great. Then I have this little ditty that I actually very much enjoy wearing, which is cool, but when everyone asks me if I'm Carrot Man or I'm some kind of Tangerine Man, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but it kind of makes me it kind of makes it really funny to think about it. I do ToyMan for James Hannon. He actually was the reason I did ToyMan because I really enjoy this gentleman. He's awesome. So I wanted to bring a character that he wanted to life. So that's the reason I actually did Mirror Master and ToyMan. ToyMan's not one of my favorites, but he is one that I enjoy doing. Another favorite of mine is actually Prometheus from Arrow because I really enjoyed Josh Aguirre as an actor in that series, and he was my favorite villain through the entire 8 seasons of Arrow. The last one will probably be The Flash because he is my favorite out of all characters in every universe, DC, Marvel. He's my favorite. My crafting process is literally Amazon list. Like, I'll pick a costume that I want to do. Like, for example, this gentleman right here. So I just break it down as easy as possible because I'm not the greatest person when it comes to using foam. Like, I've tried. I'm very impatient. I can't sit there and wait. So I'll look for stuff like this. Here is a child's green hoodie, and I took the sleeves, I cut it, put them on, boom, done. Same thing top here. This is a child's like large hoodie, and then, you know, the Amazon list would be orange suit, but that's how I break down all my costumes. So like if I'm doing a different one, it's the same thing. I look at the costume in the sense of if that person was as poor as I am, how can he make that costume? So then I do the same thing. I go on Amazon, I put my list together, and I have it sent to myself. And then if the pieces need to be put together, I do my best on sewing them, like how I did this. I sewed this bad boy together. If it doesn't need sewing and I could easily morph it to the way I need it to be, that's even better. But at this moment, I am not the greatest with craft, but I'm hoping to get there. It would probably be the day I physically had a conversation with John Wesley Shipp, meeting him for the first time at Greater Philly. It was cool meeting him because, you know, for me it was Dawson's dad, and then he's Flash's dad, Barry's dad. I explained to him that I've been a fan of the Flash since a wee lad. For me it was a Justice League cartoon, but I did know him from the 90s Flash. So talking to him, it just blew my mind because I wasn't expecting him to be so polite and so nice. I mean, he makes you feel like when you go there, he's there to see you. And that sounds stupid because that's exactly what he's there to do. He's there to see you. But he makes you feel like you just stepped into his house and you're his guest. And so I showed him my tattoo because Flash has always been my favorite. So we got the autograph, we took the selfie, everything was great. And then we walk away from the table, and I was still, pretty happy, and I'm content. And my girlfriend looks at me and she's like, "Are you alright?" And as soon as she uttered the words, "Are you alright?" waterworks just came flying down. Tears of joy, because it was just overwhelming. And I was just like, "Why'd you have to ask me that?" So, yeah, that was definitely my best experience. Why do I still do it? I actually still do it because I've made so many great friends from this. Like, and don't get me wrong, not everyone's a great person to be around, but it's such an experience. Oh, and a good reason too is because the one time that I was actually dressed like the Flash, and I think it was at Wizard World, a child that clearly has special needs, it just comes running up to me and gives me this huge hug, and it felt overwhelming, and I was in the midst of crying because, like, I'm excited because this kid is so happy to see the Flash, and I couldn't have been the only Flash in the building. But knowing that his mother, aunt, sister, whoever he was with, told me that he was looking for a Flash and he found one, and we're so glad that we found you before we left. It was so great. Like, it was such a great moment, and that's the reason I still do it. Outside of costuming, kind of a simple guy. I enjoy a good flick or two. I currently work at Lowe's. It's gonna sound super creepy, but I'm a lead receiver stalker. But, like, not in the stalker sense. Like, I just stock the shelves. It just sounds weird every time I say it. We are co-owners, me and my girlfriend. We are working on... I'm the idea guy, pretty much. Like, I'll come up with the idea for a room, and she'll help with the puzzles. She'll spitball more ideas at me. It's gonna be pretty awesome. We hope that we can get people to come out. If you're looking out for us, it'd be trickstersescapes.com. We should be coming soon. For me, I don't see myself stopping for a very long time. I still very much enjoy it. I still have a whole list of other characters I want to do. For the community, I just hope it stays positive. I see it growing. I don't see it stopping anytime soon, but I definitely hope that it just stays joyful. Like, it doesn't become a big argument about who's better than who, when that's not what it's about. It's about bringing people together. I consider myself a cosplayer. I love jumping into the role. When I did Joker from the Suicide Squad, even though everybody hates that Joker, I just felt like Jared Leto's Joker, even though I had not a lot to work with. But I consider myself a cosplayer. I jump into the role. I try my best to give the role life. If the character I do has some kind of live action, cartoon, any way of that he actually has a personality, then I try to embrace that personality. But if it's just someone from the comic page where you don't know what kind of oomph that person has, then I try to give him my own oomph. Therefore, I consider myself a cosplayer.